everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for all signs, and this is a general reading. I hope that everyone is doing well. I want to thank you all for supporting my channel. Those of you who have been with me for a while, or if you're just joined the channel, welcome. I'm happy that you are watching this video, and thank you so much for all your support, especially those who have reached out for a private reading. Thank you so much for your patience. If you're interested in private readings, you can find my contact in the About tab in my channel. So I've made this coffee cup to see what do we need to know right now. This is a timeless reading, and whenever you are guided to watch this video is when you needed to hear those messages. So considering that, let's start the reading and see what do we need to know right now. What is coming for us as the collective energy for everyone. And also, as you see, I'm going to look into some details for each 12 zodiac signs and see what specific messages we're going to receive for them. Well, off the bat, I can see that someone is actually experiencing a very nice time, maybe a very luxurious vacation, or something which actually gives a lot of pleasure to this person. They're spending money. Some of you are spending money, and you could be an Aquarius or a Pisces at this point, I can say. As the relaxation, I see someone who is completing a project and now they are just relaxing, or like they passed an exam, they completed a task, they finished a job, and now they are relaxing and resting. But this is more luxurious than what they usually do. Maybe you are booking a first class flight for yourself, or you're booking a very I don't know, like resort or spa, which is very is a luxury. Someone is really treating themselves with something. I mean, it's celebrating a success, completion of something. And again, as I said, you're spending money, which is actually great. It's a fantastic energy that I really like that. That really caught my my eye to begin the reading, and let's continue and see what else we need to know. Well, there's money for a lot of you. Money is coming. There is some fast movement energy. Some of you have, again, I can say you have completed a path, you have completed a cycle, and some of you closed a chapter. For some of you, I see that you had to give up something, although it was not clear. Like you were like, I'm not going to get more clarity than this. You were not sure what exactly happened or what things meant really, but you just said, okay, I'm done with that. For some of you, I see a little bit of maybe nightmares or some kind of energies that you have been experiencing. Some of you, specifically if you're Pisces or Aquarius, you might have been experiencing some weird or new or different energy levels, maybe different dreams. Maybe you feel like you have been in different places, maybe a lot of deja vu. You sometimes maybe lose the time, confuse your like energies are very much around you, and it might bother you. You might not talk to someone about it. I see that you are very sensitive with energies and vibrations, and this tells me that big changes are happening. Again, I see a lot of consciousness in your dreams that you might not even remember. Someone is practicing some traditional Asian traditional sports or something like that. Like that practice is just to give you focus. Maybe it's a very high level focus exercise, or very high level hardcore yoga, which is actually great. There is someone who is thinking about you, someone you forgot in the past. You completely forgot them in the past, and you are here. You not only turned your back towards them, but also you have walls and a lot of like barriers, but that person is still thinking about you. Maybe that's a childhood love a neighbor, someone who long time ago you knew them, and they're still thinking about you. They're thinking about, and for some of you, I see they're younger than you, and they're still thinking about finding you or getting in touch with you. For a lot of you, I see that you are totally out of, you are off to a new path. You have closed past, and that past was a little bit dark, and there were things that you don't want to even think about and don't want to remember. You want just to leave it in the past. But again, as I said, in your unconsciousness, sometimes it comes and catches you. There is success for someone who's working very hard. You're reaching the success, but you have worked really, really hard. For some of you, you might forget your key, and you might need to go up the wall or get into your home climbing the wall. Be careful about thieves. Maybe there's a robbery. Maybe you catch someone on camera who's climbing your wall or somewhere's wall. I mean, your office or somewhere. But they will be caught on camera. I see an umbrella which is not used. Maybe you have been thinking that you're spending too much money on insurance and you never use it. Maybe you need to re-evaluate your expenses and your insurance and how much money you spend for that. There is something that you haven't been used, or you have exaggerated the protection level that you needed, maybe for your car or maybe for your health insurance. Again, it's up to you. These are the messages I receive based on the energies, but it's all up to you to take it or leave it. Someone is going bowling. Maybe you're going to a bowling club, but maybe that club is very empty and you don't get a very good vibe about that. Somehow I see that you feel lonely there, or maybe there's an invitation but you don't feel like going because you're like, I don't know anyone, or I just, somehow there's this stop for someone to go to this club or to accept this invitation. There is a woman, female energy, who opens their arms towards you. Maybe they welcome you. It could be an aunt. I can't say a mother. It can be an aunt, someone in that level, or a best friend, your mom's best friend, or something like that. They will open their arms to you. Maybe you see them in a party, in a wedding. You go back home and you see them. Very positive energy from this woman, from this female energy. I really like that. For some of you, maybe this person is disabled. I see that they might have a disability, but she has a perfect spirit, a lot of good vibration, full of positive energy, which is really fantastic. If this applies to you, and this person is really wonderful. I get a lot of good vibes from this person. Someone is thinking about making dinner, maybe with chicken fillet. Maybe you're marinating, or you're thinking about using new marinating recipes. That's actually nice. Someone is waiting for 2 big deposits, which is coming. One is for sure, and the other one is a little bit shaky, but it will eventually come. Someone is saying, let me talk. I clearly see and hear that word or sentence, let me talk, or let me go. I don't know, maybe someone needs to hear this. If you're painting, sorry about that. If you're a painter, I see that you might have, you might start trying a new, type of painting, a new, method, or maybe a new brand of material that you're using, and that will be very interesting for you. You're exploring something in your art, and a lot of artistic energy is here. But again, as I said in the beginning, I see shadows. For a lot of you, I see that there are shadows there, maybe, but because it's a collective energy, it could mean different things. It could be that there are things that you're uncertain, there are things that you're scared, there are secrets for some of you maybe. For others, maybe there are people that you think they're watching you, or people that you think can, you mean you had problems with them in the past. It can be, it's just not a person, and it's just your feelings, your fears, your disappointments, your losses. But good thing is that I see that you have put them in a box, you have put them in a prison, and you forgot them, or you try to forget them, you turn your back, and you're ignoring them. That's actually very good, but the best thing to do is to get help from professional people and get rid of them, because now you put them in a cage, for example, you put them in a box, you put them in your unconsciousness, but sometimes they come to you in your dreams and stuff like that. Again, I leave it at that because it's a collective energy. I don't want to open it more than that. I see a procedure with your eyes. Someone is maybe doing eyelashes, eyebrows, or something like that. It's beauty procedure, and it's actually good. You might change the color of your eyebrows. Again, I see an eye here. Someone is trying to, maybe you're trying to use a different oil makeup, or a different method of makeup, something like that. Someone is doing a very big heavy lifting. There is a big rock that someone is, I think two people are keeping it above their head, and they're trying to keep it balanced and stable. There is I want to say, difficult situation for maybe a family or two co-workers, or some people. I see more than one person. I see two people or even three people. They have a problem and they are under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. Someone might be feeling sick. I see someone is losing weight. Maybe they are very, very faint, and they need definitely care. This could be a physical problem, and you are helping them, or this could be emotionally. Someone is just very depressed, very disappointed. I see that energy of energy that is depleting from someone, and I see a very thin person whose body is very sick, definitely, or it can be that their soul is really sick. But two people are helping them. They are doing a lot of heavy lifting, but again, I see that that's not exactly what this person needs. I mean, I can give you an example. Maybe there's someone who is sick or needs attention, and the other people are trying to give them like comfort with buying them things and financially help them, but that's not what they want. Maybe they're emotionally hurt, or they need to be just someone, they need someone to talk to them, and they need to talk to someone, connect with someone emotionally, something like that. Those people who are helping, they're really helping and they really want to help, but they're not on the right path. That's what I see. Someone is buying a beautiful, or maybe someone is a hand model, or you're trying to be a hand model. Beautiful fingers. I see these beautiful jewelry on your hand. You might buy a beautiful ring for your hand, for your finger, which really looks really great. Someone is thinking about having their nail salon, opening a nail salon, which is actually very nice. I see new methods of doing things, as I said, with the painting, or maybe it can be that you're doing a beauty salon, your nail salon, and you do new versions, new models, new patterns, new methods, new material, which is actually great. There's a soul connection. I see two people are having a reunion, and there's a lot of fire. This could be two Sagittarius or two fire energy that they are reconciliating, and that's actually beautiful. Someone is smoking a pipe, or you might give a pipe as like a gift to someone. I see a lot of fire energy. I see smoking. Someone might start smoking, or you might find out that your son or your spouse or maybe yourself start smoking. Someone is really, I see that someone is really resistant. I see resistance. Maybe some of you, I see that person has a child. Maybe it's a single parent person who's watching, and this person is like very resistant, and they have survived multiple incidences, multiple problems, and they're still going. They're still climbing rocks and running in the like they're running and they're like not giving up. Very resistant person. This person definitely is very successful, is going to be very successful, but they have gone through a lot. There is someone who's looking at themselves in the mirror and they're not happy. There's some kind of disappointment. I don't know if they're not happy with their body, or the way the dress fits on them, or maybe you bought something that you can't retain and you're not happy with that. There's something which is extra. Again, I feel like it's something that that person thinks or wishes that it was not there. Maybe that you need to do some alteration in a dress. There is a bag of money, but it is a hole in it. So maybe you're overspending, and I saw that in the beginning that you're overspending maybe on a luxurious vacation. You will have a lot of fun, but in the end you might think that you did spend too much. Be careful if you go for a manicure or to a nail salon. Be careful, they might use some chemicals or something that might be allergens. You might be allergic to that. I mean, for some people, not for everyone. I see an Aries person. There is an Aries person that you don't know them yet. Or I feel their energy there. Maybe you exactly don't know someone, but this person upsets you or scares you, or they give you a bad, how can I say, they put you down. Maybe an example is that in the office setting, this person, I don't want to say bullying, but like gives you the impression that your value is not that much, something like that. Or it could be in the family. You don't know who this person, I mean, you don't know that all this energy is coming from this person, and this person can affect you somehow. They have very strong presence, and I see them as an Aries or a Capricorn. Some of you might have this feeling at work that you are not appreciated, or your boss doesn't appreciate you, and you feel like you're extra there, or you're not needed. But again, if you know who this person is, try to make barriers between yourself and them. If you don't know them, just feel, you can try to feel the energy when different people are around you. When is the time that you feel most, like something like that. Try to figure out who gives you that impression. But for most of you, you should know who that person is. But I don't see a face, I see the energy. Someone is regretting something that they did, and they think that they were fooled, like someone asked them or someone made them to do that. That's another thing I can say. Someone is saying I was fooled, or yeah. Be careful about your money. Again, I see a dead fish, which there's an opportunity to put it back in the pound. So there is a money that you can use it again. There is some possibility or opportunity for financial development, or something that you think is a loss might all of a sudden start growing again. So don't put it in the waste. There is potential for losing that money, using that money and not losing it again. Some of you might feel like this investment, this thing that I put, I don't know where, whatever, it's dead and I'm gonna have a loss. But I see that things can turn. There might be a turn of events, and that actually can be very valuable. I don't know what it is. It could be a stock, something in the stock market. I see like the A next to it, so that might help for some of you. But again, don't judge too quickly. If something lost value, it will be back in the market. It will gain value again. I see two people talking. One is shorter, giving you advice or giving someone advice. This person is sitting maybe in a church, or I can't say doctors, mostly spiritual, and this person is giving, I see them as a male energy, and they're giving advice, very positive energy. You might meet them in your dreams, or I see a spiritual energy around them, so it could be in the church, or as I said, in your dream, they might appear and give you some guidance, or it could be, as I said, a neighbor person that is very, I don't know, you trust them, you get a good vibe from them. Someone is very lost and confused. If you have a teenager boy, I see that they're very lonely. Maybe they don't talk to you. Maybe you think that they're living their life, but actually they're very lonely. They sometimes even have thoughts of dangerous thoughts of not, continuing. So be careful. This person is a very good kid, very good soul, but they're just very lonely. Maybe there was a breakup, maybe there was something which is damaged. This teenager or child thinks that their roots, maybe in the family there was a problem, the roots are damaged, or they think that they have been left alone. Maybe the parents had problems, and this child is thinking that they don't belong to any party, or they are extra. I feel a lot of time I hate that I'm extra. I hate that in different scenarios during this reading, and I told you I saw the sentence, let me talk. Someone needs to talk. Someone needs to hear this. This is an alarm that you need to look and you need to hear these messages. So I know it's not for everyone, but if even one person is getting guidance from this reading, that's my mission. I see number 8. There is something that people go and ask for healing. Again, if it's a spiritual journey, or maybe even in an emergency room, some people are trying to heal someone, to help someone. Again, a teenager has these thoughts of ending, and then they might be taken to the emergency room and stuff like that. Again, just an alarm. If you are thinking that yourself or other people are having these thoughts, please contact professional support and get help, get support. And if you think that people need that, please help them. There's a piece of me, like a mirror. It's not a broken mirror, but a mirror that doesn't have a beautiful frame. Maybe you find a mirror on the ground or in a park or somewhere, or maybe a shiny thing. There is a shiny object, beautiful. I mean, it's reflecting. It's going to show you something. Something is going to be shown to you, a reflection of something. For some of you, it's peace of mind that you can see. And you can have a peace of mind. I see ants in someone's home. Maybe you have ants invading your kitchen as the weather maybe gets warmer in other places. There's a lot of signature. I see number 12. Someone is taking scattered notes that they can't read their handwriting. Someone has a very bad handwriting. Maybe someone is taking notes and later they can't read their own notes and they don't know what they wrote. I see a rose, flower. I see number 13, 14, 12. These are lined up, 12, 14, and 13. And also I see number 7. Someone is buying perfume as a gift for their loved one. They say don't buy perfume for a lover. It brings separation. I don't know how true it is. It might be just a superstitious thing. There is a something might be how can I say, something might be changed, might be shaken up, and some promises might be destroyed. Some land or ground is going to shake and change levels, but it's actually for the good reason. It's actually for a very good reason. For example, maybe there was a path that you wanted to go, there was an action you wanted to take, there was a trip you wanted to go, and now it's not. It's cancelled due to whatever reason. It's for your good. It's in your favor. Some people are rushing, making a decision about selling their property or moving or migrating somewhere, immigrating somewhere. Don't rush a decision. Again, this is not for everyone. Some people need to hear this. I see China, ancient China. Maybe you hear some kind of, maybe some of you are doing some kind of practices or sports or medicine, therapies, healing. I definitely see healing. Different types of healing are present in this reading. Someone's big wish is gone. They think that it's gone with the wind, and it's not at their it's not that with them anymore. But I definitely see that you can still manifest that wish. If it's gone, a better wish or a better situation is coming towards you. So don't be so negative about that. Wow, a beautiful energy. Look at this spark of, I see angels' wings. That's so beautiful. I mean, I see birth of an angel, and I see letter B and letter R, and I see again infinity symbol. This is great for some of you. I see that after all these hardships, I saw a lot of hardships. I told you there are some people that are really resistant, resilient, and they're trying to still live their life with all of those problems that I can see here. But look at this beautiful angel wing. Hope doesn't die. Hope never dies. If you are even in the darkest time of your life, still be hopeful. I try to send this message many times. I hope if someone needed to hear this, they get my point. Hope is going to be born again and again and again. Please light up a candle, watch the candle burning, and have good wishes. If you can make some good food for yourself, do some comfort, give yourself a good bath, a warm bath. Celebrate life. Someone really needs to hear this, and good things can be born in a second. And I want to say again that hope never dies. This is my message for this reading, please. That's maybe the only reason I'm making this video, because I was guided to do this. It was not in my plan to make this video today. A female energy might be pregnant. You might hear that someone is getting pregnant, or there's some fertility. If you have been running fertility tests, it's going to be positive, it's going to be happy. So there might be a new animation in the, like from Disney, which I see a raccoon somehow. If you are in that, I don't know, maybe you're making animations. I definitely see that a beautiful flower is growing in the dead, muddy situation. So again, hope doesn't die. It never dies. So please stay positive. That's the whole message that I wanted to tell you with this reading. So let me go ahead and have a quick message for each zodiac sign. For Aries, someone is turning their back towards you. Someone is going to a religious practice. Maybe it's a religious month or religious time for some of the if you're spiritual or if you are religious, they are going to this religious ceremony, or they're celebrating. They might be even taking their kid with them, and they come back full-handed with the hands will be full. I mean, they will be gaining something, whatever they wanted to gain. It's spiritual, or it's maybe whatever they prayed for. If someone is going for a healing journey, they will heal. If someone is going to the hospital for a surgery, for a healing, for a procedure, they come back happy, healed, and healthy. So Aries, that's very good. I actually see that there's a lot of potential. Some of you have a big bag of money on your shoulder. You come back home with full hands, your bag is full. Your bag is full of coin, full of wishes that are hid, wishes that are fulfilled. Very beautiful. But you asked for it, you did something for it. As I said, spiritual practices and energies really helped you. For some of you, there might be something on your skin, in your face, that you might want to do some laser surgery on that, or maybe some wrinkles, or you might do Botox for some of you. Taurus, you have been very picky. I see an Aries or Capricorn. Maybe that's what I saw, and it relates to you, Taurus. There is someone that it could be you, but for most people it's not you. There's someone who you are considering them, really, their opinion, or I don't want to say you're scared of them, but you really consider them, and you have to come into terms with them, and you have to learn, or maybe you have understood that this person is above you, and you need to make them happy, or you need to consider them, you need to have them above you, and you need to accept that. For some of you, it's a little bit difficult because you wanted to be independent, but at this point, this person proved their existence. I don't know, somehow, maybe at your workplace, this is your boss, a new boss that maybe you thought this person doesn't qualify, but actually they are, and they're there, and you have to accept. There is acceptance for you, Taurus. You have to accept something. You have to come into terms. For some of you, I see deep diving. You are maybe deep diving into a scenario, if you do research, you want to understand the cause. Or maybe you're just going snorkeling somewhere, which is actually good. I see bananas. Maybe you buy. For some reason, I see that we might see red or orange bananas in the market in a couple of years. They might do some changes in the genetic of the bananas, and they might turn oranges or different colors, pink bananas. That's what I see. Weird, but I had to say that. There are two holes, Taurus, that you are. There are two things that worries you. You need to close that. You need closure for something. Don't take things too much into consideration. Gemini, I see a beautiful rose for you. That's what I saw. I saw a rose. This is going to be for you. There is a love or someone who loves you. They come back with pure love, very sacred, very gentle. You have been very emotional lately, or you have been thinking that you need to be taken care of. Maybe some of you yourself, you're taking care of yourself. You buy yourself flowers. You try to take care of yourself. That's all I can say. If someone else is doing it for you, it's very much appreciated, and I see that you really like that. For a lot of you, you might think about giving someone a rose. You might start thinking about the fact that I want to share my feelings with this person. Maybe it has been a long time that you have a crush on someone, and you want now to basically take it to the next level and discuss this with that person. Again, I see a pipe. Maybe you're giving someone a pipe as a gift. I see relationships for you, beginning of relationships for you. Taurus, some of you have headaches. I see a wedding. You might get married. That's beautiful. I see a beautiful bride. If that's you, for most of you, it can be you. I see that you might pose for pictures. It might be your second wedding, but so what? You have a beautiful bouquet of flowers. There's a little bit of a stress, but you are in good hands. You might find some of your wedding pictures, or somehow you see a wedding picture, maybe your mom's wedding picture or wedding anniversary. There's something with a wedding anniversary celebration, something that needs to be reminded, something that needs to be appreciated. Maybe you're renewing your vows, something like that. I feel I get the vibes for a wedding, but someone has a big regret. For some other people, I see a big regret or a big headache. You might have experienced some loss in the market, and you think that some decision that you made was not good. Maybe mostly in a financial decision, you put your money somewhere that you lost something, and then you are it gives you headache. Take it easy. Don't lose your health for anything. Your health is the most important thing you have. You might have done a mistake, or you might have listened to someone who fooled you or tricked you. Just for some people, not for everyone. Leo, wow, someone is leaving, or you have decided to leave, and this is a very magical. You are entering into a new cycle. You are entering into a new life. Specifically, if you're born in the year of goat or horse and you're a Leo, you are going to enter in a beautiful phase of your life. It's the start of a new pattern in your life, a new phase, a new situation. You're saying goodbye with the past, and you're entering, if specifically you're starting something new, a job, if you're starting school, or if you're starting a relationship. I see it very glamorous and very, very beautiful. There's a door the gate that you are going to pass, and that brings, I see a lot of light. I see a lot of, some of you are starting a spiritual journey, or maybe you are more spiritual, Leo. For some of you specifically, if you have moon in Leo, I see that you might be on the stage, what you really love. I see that someone from the backstage is going on the scene. You are getting prepared for that big presentation, that big concert, that big event that you haven't always wanted. So you are in preparation for a big, big, big event in your life. Very beautiful, Leo. I really like that. Here we go. Take the waste out. I see 2 big garbage bags that need to be taken out. It could be literally something that you need to cleanse from your home, or it's feelings and emotions and memories and thoughts that you need to cleanse. For some of you, I see your heart is very heavy, and there's a lot of sorrow and hardship on your heart. Your chest is heavy. You need to cleanse. You need to let things go. For you, I see that prayer or some practices, meditation or yoga can help you. Again, mostly praying. For others of you, I see that you find some treasure, some money, some jewelry in a bag of garbage. For some of you, maybe literally, you are maybe throwing some stuff out, and you find like that there was a ring or piece of jewelry in one of your pockets. But for a lot of you, it's it's energetically, and maybe in a bad thing that happened, something that made you very sad, unpleasant event that really made you sad and it was dark, actually in the heart of it you might find something very beautiful, a beginning, a beautiful lesson, a reward that will cheer you up. That's actually very nice. Libra. Okay, Libra, watch what you're saying at this point. I feel some of you don't care anymore. You're like, I don't care. And you might even hate people with what you say or your behavior in general. Some of you are speeding in your driving, specifically if you're driving, or if you're driving and drinking, or maybe smoking. But I see drinking, that's dangerous. That's really, really dangerous. There might be a situation that you're speeding in the highway. That's very dangerous. You might be pulled over and there will be very bad consequences. I definitely see that. You'll be stopped. If you think no one can chase you or catch you, you're wrong. Again, I see some of you, you don't care, and you know that you are misbehaving, but you don't care. Somehow you're presenting your worst case scenario for some reason. I don't know why. For some of you, you are trying to show others that you don't care. I don't know what happened, but you're neglecting, you're paying no attention, and this is bringing some dangerous situation. Watch again what you're eating, specifically if you chew gums or your kid chew gums. Be careful that there might be an incident with the chewing gum. Some of you are thinking about taking flying classes. You want to speed up things, but you need to think about safety as well. You want to just do things in your own way, and that doesn't happen in a good way all the time. Scorpio, there is a love and romance situation for you. Someone is getting ready to propose, or you are getting ready to propose. You are that person I saw in front of the mirror. You're maybe practicing how you want to go and tell them that you love them, and maybe they love you as well. You are that person that I saw. You are putting on different clothes and looking at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, oh no, this is not good enough. You want to talk to someone. There's something you want to tell them. There's stress I can see for some of you. Someone needs a haircut, specifically your children. If you have a child, they need a haircut, or they hate going to get a haircut. You might have an argument about that with them. I see a child who is overeating, maybe a lot of sugar, carbs, so watch their diet. You might find out that your child or yourself might need glasses. But again, for a lot of you, I see that you're spending a lot of time in front of the mirror, or you go to the gym. There's something about yourself that you're watching, and you're trying to show yourself at your best, and you want to look your best. That's great. Sagittarius, beautiful opening for you. I see a flower is blossoming, and it's now at the full capacity. You are you will be on the top of the joyous energies that are possibly existing. I see that this flower is opening now. It's the full flower, it's the blooming, it's more than it's now the peak time of it. It's beautiful. For some of you, I see that your projects, your performance in general is beautiful. You might be very, very sophisticated in eyes of your lover. Things are augmenting, things are going up. It's actually in the right direction. You're going in the right direction. Be careful not to get lost. I see that you're asking an address on the phone while you're walking in the street. It's dark. You don't know where you're headed to. Be careful, don't get lost. Try to know where you're going before, specifically if it's a place that you don't know, and if it's night and you're by yourself, be careful. Maybe your car is broken or something, and you're walking and you're lost. You don't know where you're going, so just make sure. This is why I'm doing these readings. These are just energies that I feel I can share with you, and then you can just have this in your head that alarms if something like that comes in reality to you. You can, maybe it brings a bell about what I said, and you take more precautions. There's something which is closed, something you don't know, but it comes open, like a flower which is closed, but when it blooms and is open now you know, and it's completely shown to you. I can say that it's someone's feeling toward you. Wow, Capricorn. I see a gentleman with very long facial hair. They have a long white facial hair, and put sunglasses. They put on sunglasses. I don't know who this person is. Yeah, very powerful person. You is very strong. This person might support you, or maybe this, I see them, as I said, as a male energy. So this person might be someone in your life that you're thinking about. You want to know them, or you will know them, or they will play a role in your life. It could be a big, like an important father figure father figure. But there's a little bit of anger in them, like, or they're very controlling. For some of you, it might be a person who's controlling. For others of you, I see a beautiful pet, a beautiful dog with a nice fluffy tail. You might go get your dog a hair to the hair salon, and that's very beautiful. I see pretty dog, very nice. Someone is buying it nice and maybe expensive sunglasses. You might have a picture, or change your profile picture to a picture that shows you from back and you have sunglasses above your head. Maybe it's your profile picture and you have beautiful hair. I see beautiful hair. What is? If you're a mother, I see a mother figure that she has 2 children, and she somehow is praying for both of them, and she has love for both of them, or she's worried for both of them. But whatever this worry or this anxiety is, it's going to be recovered. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine if you're a mother and you are worried about your children. Aquarius, I see that you have made your mind. I see something that you are going to shoot with. Like, you have the target, you're like, I'm ready and I'm going to shoot at this point. Like, this is now, I found the target, I have the abilities, I'm going to shoot, just hitting the target. There are 2 people that you're talking with them about business, or about important decisions that you're making. There's some ideas you kind of don't want to share with other people, but you need to share them with someone. For example, you have to do a business and you need to to talk to your lawyer about that, or you need to do the rules and regulations. You kind of want to keep this idea or this thing to yourself, but you will have to share it with some people because you need their help, or because the guidelines or rules and regulations ask for that. If you're doing something big, Aquarius, for a lot of you, and you will do it by the book, and it's going to be very good, fantastic. Don't worry. If you find people who are trustworthy, you can do it. Some of you are doing, I can see that you have intimacy with someone. You might kiss each other at night in a street somewhere, and you're hoping that no one will see you. Under a tree, I can see that you are kissing them, or you might hug each other, and this love has been there for a long time. And I see that your chest is burning and their chest is burning, and it's just something that you have been waiting for a long time to happen. Well, that was it for Aquarius. And Pisces. Oh, Pisces. I see a gemstone. You will receive something in a box, like a gemstone, a piece of gold, a bar of gold, or something like that. You might buy a big necklace, very shiny. You might receive a letter or a gift which is actually very nicely decorated, or you receive the fruit of your labor, or acknowledgement from people that you have been helping. There is a package for you, beautifully, and I see that it has been signed and sealed for you. It's a sealed message from some higher power, from some higher authority. It can be healing for something you wanted. It can be a yes answer. It can be an ability they are giving you. This comes as a gift wrapped in a beautiful, out of this world, magical wrap, and decorated with the most beautiful gemstones and golds. And as you know, this is all energetic. You know what I'm talking about, Pisces. This is not in physical life. It's not in physical. For some of you, it might be that in physical world you receive a gift, a package, beautiful, something wrapped. But for a lot of you, this is energetic, Pisces. You're being gifted. There is a gift that they're sharing with you from the higher up. For some of you, you might buy or might receive a spiritual food, something from somewhere which is sacred. Maybe, I don't know if it exists anymore, but maybe a water from a holy place, maybe food from a holy place. Beautiful. There might be expansion in your income. A lot of blessing. It's in total blessing. I see total blessing for you, which is bonded for you. Very nice. Some of you are buying big piece of furniture. Whatever you want is in your hand. I see that you're grabbing it. It's in your hand. It's given to you. It's acknowledged. It's yours. Well, that was the reading for today. I hope that you liked it. If that's the case, please share this video with your friends and like my video. And thank you so much. And until the next time, stay blessed.